If you own a Husky, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The size that could rival a Shakespearean actor. The melodramatic howls that sound like a dire wolf lamenting its fate. The sudden, theatrical collapses in the middle of a walk, as if their legs have suddenly forgotten how to function. Huskies aren't just dogs, they're canine performance artists, masters of the dramatic arts. It's endearing. It's often hilarious, but it leaves many wondering, why? Why is my Husky so utterly, unbelievably dramatic? Is it just for attention? Or is there a deeper, more profound reason behind their theatrical flair? Today, on Pet's Lifetime, we're pulling back the curtain to reveal the real reasons behind your Husky's legendary drama, diving into their unique psychology and instincts to understand why they're canine's ultimate divas. Welcome back to Pet's Lifetime. Siberian Huskies are renowned for their striking looks, piercing blue eyes, and powerful athleticism. But perhaps their most unforgettable trait is their incredible personality, often characterized by what we lovingly call drama. While it often provides endless entertainment, understanding the roots of this behavior is key to a harmonious life with these unique dogs. This isn't just about them being sassy for the sake of it. Their dramatic expressions are deeply tied to their historical purpose, their intelligence, and their unique way of communicating. Let's unmask the real reasons behind the Husky's dramatic flair and learn to appreciate the genius of their performance. 1. Vocal communication. The Husky talk in expressive howls. One of the most obvious reasons Huskies appear dramatic is their incredibly diverse and often human-like vocalizations. Unlike many breeds that primarily bark, Huskies have a vast repertoire of sounds. What it sounds like: they howl, they whine, they grumble, they woo-woo, they make chuffing sounds, and they can produce a series of complex vocalizations that genuinely sound like they are having a conversation or loudly complaining. It's their primary way of expressing emotions, desires, and even disagreements. Why it's drama? This extensive vocal range can sound profoundly expressive, often interpreted by humans as exaggerated complaining, sassy backtalk, or outright tantrums. When a Husky argues with you using a crescendo of howls and grumbles, it's not just noise, it's a very deliberate and often incredibly theatrical communication of their displeasure or strong opinion. They are simply using their natural, rich vocal abilities to make their point heard, and sometimes, that point comes with a dramatic flourish. 2. Pack dynamics and attention-seeking. I demand to be seen. Huskies are inherently highly social pack animals. In their historical roles, belonging to a pack and communicating within it was vital for survival and cooperation. This strong social drive translates into a powerful need for attention and inclusion from their human pack. And why it's drama. If a Husky feels ignored or if they simply want attention, even negative attention is attention. They are highly adept at turning on the theatrics. Exaggerated size, prolonged huffs, relentless pawing, or even collapsing dramatically to block your path are often learned behaviors designed to elicit a reaction from you. They quickly learn that if they act out with a bit of flair, you're more likely to engage with them. It's their way of saying, "Hey, look at me. I demand to be seen and interacted with." They want to be the center of your universe, and they'll put on a show to 3. Exaggerated pain response, or just expressiveness. While not all Huskies are sensitive, many anecdotal accounts suggest that some can be quite vocal or theatrical even with minor discomfort or when something doesn't go exactly their way. What it looks like, a small bump, a paw accidentally stepped on, a minor injury, or even a routine nail trim, can sometimes elicit a disproportionately loud yelp, a dramatic withdrawal, or a prolonged lament that sounds far more dire than the situation warrants. It's not necessarily faking it for sympathy, though they can learn that, but rather a very expressive way they communicate sensation or displeasure. Why it's drama? Their reaction might simply be their natural way of communicating even slight discomfort loudly and clearly. For humans, this can certainly come across as highly dramatic, like a child who screams louder than necessary for a scraped knee. It's their way of ensuring you understand their perceived plight, however minor. 4. Intelligence and manipulation, pushing boundaries. Huskies are incredibly intelligent and keenly observant dogs. They quickly learn what behaviors get a reaction from their human and are masters at pushing boundaries. Why it's drama? This intelligence often translates into a remarkable ability to manipulate situations. If a dramatic sigh gets them a treat, they will sigh on cue. If a loud protest howl ends bath time, they will howl with gusto every time they see the shampoo. They are adept at testing limits and exploiting any perceived weakness or indulgence from their owners. Their drama is often a calculated performance, refined through trial and error, to achieve a desired outcome. They're not just being dramatic, they're being clever, seeing what they can get away with. 5. High energy and boredom release. The restless performer as high-energy, active working dogs, Huskies have immense physical and mental reserves. Pent-up energy and boredom can lead to deep frustration and hyperactivity. Wyatt's drama, a dramatic outburst, can often be a release valve for this frustrated energy. Tearing up a toy with an almost theatrical flourish, throwing themselves into wild zoomies around the house, or engaging in highly vocal, exaggerated complaints when denied an outdoor adventure are all ways they cope with understimulation. Their dramatic behaviors can be a direct symptom of unchanneled energy and a mind that needs a job. When they're bored, they will find ways to entertain themselves, and often those ways are loud and theatrical. 6. Stubbornness and independent thinking. The protest artist Huskies were bred to pull sleds over long distances in harsh, monotonous conditions. This required them to be independent thinkers, often having to make decisions on their own and sometimes even ignoring handler commands if the trail ahead seemed unsafe. This ingrained independence translates into a renowned stubborn streak. Wyatt's drama. When a husky doesn't want to do something, whether it's getting off the couch, coming inside from the yard, or continuing a walk they've decided is over, their protest can be incredibly theatrical. This might involve planting their feet, collapsing on the ground like a sack of potatoes, rolling over onto their back, or giving you the most indignant side-eye you've ever seen, as if you're asking the impossible. It's their dramatic way of saying, "No, I don't agree with that, and I'm going to make a scene about it." 7. The human factor, reinforcement, and reward. Finally, a significant reason Huskies continue their dramatic antics is us. Owners often find these behaviors amusing, charming, or even cute, and unwittingly reinforce them. Wyatt's drama. When your husky performs a dramatic sigh and you laugh, or when they protest loudly and you give in, even if it's just to quiet them, they learn that their drama is highly effective. If it gets them attention, a treat, or helps them avoid something unpleasant, they will absolutely repeat and refine the performance. We, as their audience, often play a key role in cultivating their inner actor. So, your husky's drama isn't just random theatrics. It's a complex, fascinating blend of their innate vocal abilities, their deep need for attention, their intelligence, their high energy, and yes, sometimes a dash of pure stubbornness. Understanding these root causes allows you to appreciate their unique personality, while also knowing when to ignore the performance and when to address an underlying need. Embrace their expressive nature, but also ensure you're providing the physical and mental stimulation they require without inadvertently rewarding the dramatics. If you found this video illuminating, please give it a big like. And for more fascinating insights into our amazing animal companions, be sure to subscribe to Pets Lifetime. We're here to help you truly understand your pets.